Free the land, beloved. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in, come on in. My name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm a very proud contributor right here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com, the network for melanated people just like you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our show today, our broadcast. We're so pleased that you have joined us. We're getting ready to talk about a topic that's been burning up all of media. And we have to weigh in on that, especially as it pertains to Black media. And you know, that's precisely who we are and what we do, beloved. As you come in, a little bit of housekeeping. It's going to be about Ice Cube and him talking to Trump and how it's really upset the Promised Land rejects. Yes, that's what we're going to be talking about. Just housekeeping. On the count of three, as you come in, please come in giving us the thumbs up, thumbs up. Be sure to like, be sure to share. We want you to know that you can text the word Queens to 31996 so that you're able to receive phone notifications when we go live from time to time. Also, beloved, we have a store at shopfnq.com and a business school if you want to learn how to build a Black business. Have a side stream of income. You want to go to flynubianbusiness.com. That's flynubianbusiness.com. Thank you so very much. Now, I don't want to delay our conversation because you know you always tune in for your war brief. Thank you, Sabah, for your kind words and compliments. So this is today's war briefing. Shout out to my Instagram family, by the way. Family, you can follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. You can follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. And by the way, Instagram, I'm going to need you to come on over to flynubiantv.com because I'm going to need to use this device, okay? That's flynubiantv.com. Now, what's happened over the past few days? And I say few days because Ice Cube posted something a few days ago, and it's just now really getting media attention because of how certain Republican strategists presented it. And this is it's exposing what we in Black media have been saying for some time. And that is that the Democrats, like the Republican, are white supremacists who do not care about the well-being of Black people. We have been telling you for some time that they are not at all interested in doing anything for us. Somebody talk Black to me. We have been telling you for some time that notwithstanding that we've been putting them in power for many decades, they are taken aback. They are aghast and offended by us making a demand for our vote, getting something for our vote, not just merely putting a preferenced white supremacist in office. Now, I don't want you to get the idea that I am at all excusing Donald Trump or giving him any credit for anything at all. No, I wouldn't vote for Donald Trump either. Donald Trump is a disgusting, credibly alleged racist. Credibly alleged rapist and racist. Donald Trump is a disgusting thief and failed businessman. Donald Trump is a sexual deviant and some more stuff. So let's not act like, there's nothing wrong with him. Donald Trump is a tool that the Most High is using in this time to expedite and make manifest the fall of America. Somebody talk Black to me. And it's important that we acknowledge that he is a liar, a destroyer, because he is, and he's open with it. The danger in Donald Trump, family, is that he's in a position to be an open white supremacist, and because he's open about his white supremacy, he's activating other latent or dormant white supremacists to act. You see? That means that other white supremacists who would be more reserved or sort of curtail their wildness, their bestial behavior and tendency. Donald Trump's openness unleashes an unnecessary and additional white supremacist. When they chose Donald Trump, even though Hillary won by 3 million million votes, the popular vote, white people in America and abroad cheated to make sure that Donald Trump won. What does that tell you about white supremacist America? The fact that they picked Donald Trump does point to a particular disgusting realization about America. Because he's open with his white supremacy, white America was actually declaring in a more clear and formal way to black folk war. When they elected this open white supremacy, they took that to another level. So I want to be very clear. Donald Trump is a sign and a tool that the Most High is using to expedite the fall of America because of his mistreatment, because of her mistreatment of us, and her refusal to repair us, and her refusal to cease and desist what she's doing. Somebody talk black to me. That's right. Because of her refusal to cease and desist. Now watch this. So my rebuke, critique of the Democratic Party is not because I'm saying to vote for Donald Trump. I'm very clear about both sides. Not that I owe any of white America an explanation. But I do want to be clear about this. Now let's get on with what's happened recently concerning the Democratic Party and Ice Cube. This is going to be a very brief war briefing. Somebody talk black to me. That's my goal, is to give you a very brief war briefing. Instagram, come on over to FlyNewBeanQueenTV.com. Instagram, get ready to come on over to FlyNewBeanQueenTV.com. In the story in the book of Exodus about the children of Israel, when it was time for the Exodus, when it was time for them to leave Egypt, the place of bondage, after 400 years, who does that remind you of? There's only one group of people that fits that description, dear family. The scriptures are mostly prophetic, which means that most of scripture has not yet happened, and the scripture speaks in code. Somebody talk black to me. There's only one group of people that fits that description. That's us, honey. Some scripture, some parts of scripture is actually historical, but I believe that most of it is prophetic, which means it hasn't happened yet. Watch this. When it was time for the children of Israel to exit, you all know I tell you this a lot. And I have to remind you when it's necessary. Those to whom Moses and Aaron were trying to deliver, the 400-year victims of oppression that Moses and Aaron were trying to deliver, some of them had the nerve to fight against Moses. So much so that they threatened to go back to Egypt. They believed in voting for Egypt. Somebody talk black to me. They believed in using all of their intelligence and their prowess and their talents and their skills for Egypt. Somebody talk black to me. Oh, we're holding court today. And they were angry with the one that says, why don't we build our own? Why don't we leave this place of bondage and not try to fix it? They were so angry, they threatened to go back. They were so upset with Moses that it caused a controversy. And they upset the God who sent him in the first place so much that he threatened to wipe them out. I need you to get the principle here, you bones and biscuits and bootlicks. This is a word for you. They fought against reparations. They fought against a new reality. Watch this. And so the God said, you know what? You promised land rejects. Because that's what I'm discussing today. I'm going to give you the details of these promised land rejects. Oh, they come in the form of Joy Reids on Msnbc. Yes, they do. They come in the form of this lady named Professor Crunk. Crunk. Oh, I'm going to talk about him briefly. I told you today's a brief war briefing. The God wanted to take them off the planet. He wanted them out of here. He understood that their mindset was so dangerous that if he allowed them to go into the promised land, they would take that infected, diabolical, toxic way of thinking into the promised land. And toxic thinking is contagious. Hello, Donald Trump's America and COVID-19. Low thinking is contagious. So you got to socially distance yourself. Somebody don't to me. You got to do that. Got to socially distance. Got to quarantine and stuff. Don't nobody want to catch that. Somebody talk black to me. Instagram, come on over to flynewbqueentv.com. I need to use this device. Don't forget, family, you can follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. I'm going to finish posting this very quickly. As I'm doing that, family, on the count of three. On the count of three, for those of you that haven't, please hit that thumbs up button. Please hit the thumbs up button. And if you're watching us on one of our other platforms, please like, please follow, and please share. Are you ready? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. That's right, because I said so. Wa alaikum salam. All rise. The Honorable Empress Vicki presiding. Thank you, beloved. Hit the gavel on that. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing if you would. Thank you so very much. All right. Awesome. I've got that. Oh, not that. Got that. Looks like posted on Instagram, or will be. All right. Got that going. Now, let me tell you the latest that took place. Everybody that is devoted to the saving of the dead thing that is America, that the scripture styles Mystery Babylon, is big mad that we, Black society, is speaking for ourselves. Somebody talk Black to me. Come on in, family. Thumbs up, keep liking and sharing. This is going to be a very brief war briefing today. I see that the others on this network have been talking about this same subject, so I'm not going to belabor the point today. But I don't know if you all know a lady by the name of Lomina. Does anybody know who Lomina is? Has anybody ever heard of a sister by the name of Lomina in mainstream media? Y'all saying no. Okay. Well, maybe I should say her last name. Maybe that'll give you a hint to maybe who she is. Has anybody ever heard of someone by the name of Lomina Reid? Has anybody ever heard of the name of Lomina Reid? Talk Black to me. Lomina Reid. Is that helping you today? Everybody keeps saying no. Okay. Well, Lomina, here's Lomina Reid. This is Lomina. That's Joy Reid. That's her TV name is Joy. But Lomina, shout out to you, Dread. Thank you so much for your kind words and your gift. I bless it 1,000-fold. Lomina Reid, also known as Joy Reid. Lomina is big mad at Ice Cube. What did Ice Cube do? CNN is big mad at Ice Cube. What in the world did Ice Cube do? All of the entire League of Mammies have been activated. That League of Mammies, they in overdrive today. Y'all play too much. The League of Mammies that I discuss are the Jamelle Hills of the world, the Joy Reids of the world, the Okras and the Kales. Okra and Kale is Oprah and Gail, in case you didn't know that. Somebody talk Black to me. Thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. Your League of Mammies includes your Lizzos and stuff. Certainly Kamala. Your Susan Rices of the world. Your Kareem Jean-Pierres of the world. Somebody talk Black to me. The League of Mammies. Yes, the LOMs, the League of Mammies. These League of Mammies are Black women who volunteer to serve on behalf of white supremacy. And they do it, though, under the pretense of what's best for Black folk. Somebody talk Black to me. The League of Mammies believe in maintaining white supremacist Egypt, which is America. And they, when they enlist, they pledge. Yes, they do. They pledge to keep in line any rebellious Negro or Negress, publicly or privately. Are y'all hearing me today? They are not just individuals who are comfortable with white supremacist Egypt. It is their mission to convince you of the same. Y'all play too much. Are you hearing me? But what I've noticed, there are several traits that attend these League of Mammies. The League of Mammies, the Aunt Jemimas of the world, those types. Thank you, Gaming, for your gift, saying you're amazing. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Thank you. These League of Mammies, these Aunt Jemimas and so forth, they have some similar traits when they engage Black people on behalf of white zaddy and massa and white supremacy. They tend to be very vicious. Oh, they're very vicious. Yes, they are. They lose all diplomacy. They reserve their diplomacy for white zaddy. All of their manners and carefulness, all of that's for zaddy. That's reserved specifically and solely for zaddy and Miss Ann. But to you, they are hostile and they are uniquely vicious. See those little big words that they learned? That's for massing them. But when it comes to you, they resort to epithets and cursing and hood rat behavior. Somebody talk Black to me. Another thing that I've noticed about these League of Mammies is that they are bitter and jaded, and they wear it and look like it. Meaning that you can tell some of them were hurt by Black men from 6th grade. And as 33-year-olds, 35-year-olds, 40-year-olds, they're still carrying that from elementary, from middle school. And they take it out after all of those years on Black men that they see in public. I understand what it means to be hurt and disrespected by brothers. But me understanding white supremacy and the system of white supremacy and how they've made not just a Black man, but the Black nation as a whole, I can understand it. Don't mean I'm finna stay with you now. Don't mean you're finna be married and stuff. But I move on because you're not all my life, God, today. There's still life to live. I'm still breathing. There's still destiny ahead of me, God, today. Me understanding I don't give one strange 6th grader my whole life. I'm not still talking about that time that they didn't want to go to the dance with me at 12. I'm over. I gotta move on. In some kind of way, I gotta move on. Some kind of way, I can't let a 12-year-old ruin my life. I can't do that. I cannot allow a 16-year-old to have power over me if I'm a professor. Yeah, I'm going to talk about her name. She's a professor. She go by Professor Crunk. I can't let that happen. All them years later, you now a professor. And every Black man that says something intelligent or disagrees and it just takes you back to back in the day and you start talking crazy. Vicki, get on with it. What happened? Because I told you this is a very brief war briefing today. I'm going to shock y'all today. Thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. I'm not going to belabor the point. I see where back-to-back queens have discussed this, so there's no reason for me to go in depth on this. Thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. So what happened? Folk are upset with our brother Ice Cube, which you know. And one of the many articles that have been written about him Here we go. Watch this. This is a piece that CNN's funny looking self had the nerve to just put out an hour ago. Now, I was going to read to you from a Washington Post, but let's watch these little funny looking CNN. Now, watch this. I'm going to tell you the trick with the CNN. CNN, this is their headline. From NWA to MAGA, Ice Cube takes some heat for working with the Trump administration. Somebody say, what have I taught you on the Vicki show? Is that whenever our open enemy comes to you, watch this, and says something about one of ours, what's the first thing we do, class? That too, mind your own white business, hashtag MYOWB, that too. Well said. Somebody said the side eye, that too, y'all know it. 2 forms of ID, Silent D production. That's right, beloved. 2 forms of ID. What does that mean? That means, dear family, that whenever we hear somebody in the dominant society saying something about us, we don't take it at face value. Before we delve into the allegations that they're making about one of ours, we first check them out. God, we flip the script and we figure out who are you before we even go there. So even if what they're bringing us may have some truth to it, we don't even need to discuss that, baby, because we got to do a background check on you. And it's going to take some months and Sundays before we even get back to you. You do not qualify your open enemy. I don't give my open enemy the benefit of the doubt. And I don't apply standards that I apply to my people to a 465-year-old open enemy. I'm going to need somebody black to talk black to me. So how dare CNN even label this as that? From NWA to MAGA, Ice Cube takes some heat for working with the Trump administration. Ice Cube is taking heat from the nobodies, the bootlicks, the sellouts, the promised land rejects, and those that's going to get theirs when America falls, and it surely will and is. Somebody talk black to me. We need 2 forms of ID. This is CNN, white supremacist CNN talking. Y'all listen. They say rapper Ice Cube once said he would never endorse Donald Trump. And although not an endorsement, the rapper is causing a stir this week for working with the president on his plan for Black America. So why even bring up endorsement and then turn around and say, and though not an endorsement? See, they know how to play with your mind, family. Keep reading, Vicki. The rapper is causing a stir this week for working with the president on his plan for Black America. You see how listen to what they're saying. He's taking some heat for working with the president on his plan for Black America. Listen, family. Cube confirmed and defended his stance on Wednesday, tweeting that the Trump campaign made adjustments to their plan after talking to him about his contract with Black America. I'm reading the next paragraph. Every side is the dark side for us here in America, Ice Cube tweeted, while defending the work he's done with Trump. They're all the same until something changes for us. They all lie and they all cheat, but we can't afford not to negotiate with whoever is in power, or our condition in this country will never change. Our justice is bipartisan. Watch this. It goes on talking about Trump's platinum plan. Trump's plan for Black America includes initiatives like neighborhoods with highest policing standards and replacing failing schools with full school choice. It says CNN reached out to representatives for the rapper for further comment, but was directed to watch his appearance with CNN's Chris Cuomo. A few hours later, Ice Cube, a former member of NWA, tweeted that the appearance was off. Still, Cube continued to defend his stance on Thursday. Katrina Pearson, I'm skipping. On Tuesday, Katrina Pearson, a senior advisor for President Trump, that's that black lady who works for Trump's Black Outreach. She's a devil, just like Trump is. She's a devil just like Trump is, okay? On Tuesday, Katrina Pearson, a senior advisor for the president, tweeted that Cube helped develop Trump's platinum plan. Now, think thing, because she's another kind of, bad wench. Let's just call it that. I don't. That's not gonna bother me because some of y'all don't like when I use it. When it's appropriate to use it, don't get mad at me. If the shoe fits, wear it. It just is what it is. You're the voluntary one. I'm not talking about those that was forced. I have to call y'all out because you're choosing the auction block. You're choosing bondage. So when I see you volunteer for it, you're not gonna get no. I'm not giving out grace for that. Thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. Now, notice the way CNN covered this, right? CNN wrote this piece. Well, guess what? Our brother, now mind you, this is all over the media, right? All kinds of white media, Fox News, CNN, Msnbc folk, everybody, right? Watch this. But what did Ice Cube have to say about this? Let's see what the black man had to say about all of white America trying to attack him and their favorite mammies and mouthpieces. That's right, Aaron. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Keep liking and sharing. Now watch this. Watch this. Do you all remember the lady we talked about name? Remember who's Lomina? Who's Lomina, family? Who's Lomina Reid? Lomina Reid is Joy Reid. We're going to call her Lomina today. I got to get to the truth of that. We're not going to call you. The reason we don't need to call you Joy is because that's for white people. See, you went to Joy when they agreed to make you a famous mammy. And so because your name is Lomina, somebody say Lomina. Because your name is Lomina. You was excited when they told you you are chosen, Lomina, to be our number one Monday through Friday most favorite Jamelle. And so she chose the name Joy because she had joy when they told Lomina that they was going to make her the number one. Do you understand how she came to that conclusion? Y'all play too much. Her real name is Lomina. I'm talking to the real you. So when you found out that they was getting ready, why you laughing at me, dude? Why you laughing at me, family? I thought y'all loved me. I'm not going to be with y'all long today, so don't distract me. We're playing. This is serious business. We're here for the war briefing. Thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. Listen. So her name is Lomina. When they plotted a plan with her a few years ago, this is what we're going to do. We're going to give you some weekend shows. You screwed up and you said some anti-gay stuff from back in the day. What you believe you knew was what you felt to be true is what you really believe. And so when those secret tweets and stuff came up, you claimed that you don't know who did it. You said bots and everybody. You said you don't know what happened. But because nobody could prove that, you end up apologizing and you brought everybody in the whole wide world who's a member of the LGBTQ community onto your show. Watch this today. And so you was able to recover that because you showed them how you know how to lay down, spread your political legs wide open and take whatever needs to be taken. Somebody talk black to me. So when they told you they got a plan for you and they told you just to hold on, and then one day we're going to let you be the first black woman in history to have a primetime show 5 days a week. Lomina said, oh my God. And because she was full of joy, she said, okay, my name going to be Joy for TV. That's what a joy came in at. But I'm not finna fool with you in your white supremacist name, Joy. I'm dealing with who? Lomina. Lomina, who said to, got around about $1.5 million for your new contract. I ain't tripping. It's the cost of doing white supremacist business. God today. Full of joy. From Lomina to Joy. Watch this. Watch this. So, white supremacist media. Remember I just read you from CNN, right? Watch this. Watch this. That was CNN, right, family? Y'all play too much. That was CNN, right, family? The Hill. Ice Cube claims CNN interview canceled by powers that be can't handle the truth. ABC News, Ice Cube defends advising Trump on plan for Black America. Watch this. The Washington Post labels it. Ice Cube once rapped about arresting Trump. Now he's advising the president on policy plans. Listen to this white supremacy media and how they are labeling this. Los Angeles Times, while Ice Cube defends his work with the Trump administration. Y'all listen to this. Vulture, Ice Cube in hot water after revealing he's working with the Trump administration. Shout out to you, Ann, for your gift. Tell him, Vicki, this is the only primetime show I watch. Somebody talk black to me. I know that's right, Queen. Say that again. My sister Kim, I would always talk about the white supremacist mainstream media. And she said, sis, your show is the mainstream media. Somebody talk black to me. By the way, family, I'm drinking in my very well-worn Fly Nubian Queen mug. You can tell I drink out of this most days of the week. You can get so many other types of mugs, pro-black apparel at shopfnq.com. Shopfnq.com. So let's talk to Lomina real quick. Again, real quick. Let's get Lomina out the way. So I just read you the headlines of several mainstream white media print publications, right? Well, what did Q do? Notice what they said. They're all saying how he worked with the Trump administration. He's defending the Trump administration. Well, what did our brother tell us? Watch this, about his black plan that he had put out days ago. Watch this. By the way, the thoughts and opinions that are expressed by me here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com and our affiliates are not necessarily those of my own and not necessarily those of the network or our affiliates. I always like to give that disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Desmond Williams, this for our news. What did you say? This for our new. From us. Okay, news. Okay, thank you, Desmond. Coach Donnie, thank you for your $100 gift, Coach Donnie. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Thank you so much, Coach Donnie. I so appreciate people like Coach Donnie. From time to time, some of you will message me and you will replay my video clips, and that is the highest honor. And that dear brother is such a huge supporter. And I thank you so much for multiplying my word and my voice when you do that. Thank you so much. I've seen several other you linking. And Brother Donnie, before I even came, I didn't even officially tell somebody about this. Somebody came to me and sent me a link and thought that was so cute. And I was like, this brother he's been doing this a few times. So I can never thank you enough for your support of me and replaying my voice and clips and videos. That's such a huge blessing. Now, family, listen. Now that I've read that, Ice Cube, what do you have to say about it? I won't play the whole thing, but I'm going to read you his tweet that he made. But I want you to hear from him from a few days ago.
Sorry, fam. You already know how I get down. Over the last few months, I've been really going deep into this political space. Reading a lot of history, trying to understand how systems work, not getting caught up in anybody's rhetoric, but looking for my damn self, and just trying to figure out why we continue to flounder at the bottom. What is it? And what I found is that it's systems in place, as we all know. It ain't because, we ain't doing what we supposed to do as Black people, because, of course, we all can do better. There's shit that we need to do to clean up ourselves and our community. But besides that shit, the system is fucked up. It's just designed totally. And not only designed, but there's a dedication to keeping us at the bottom of this country.
I wanted you all to hear just a little bit of Ice Cube on that part. Keep listening to him just a few more minutes and I'm going to read you something.
And I don't know if we can count on any parties to get us about the shit.
Come on now.
So we are going to have to do a lot of things different as a Black community.
That's why they're mad at him, because Democrats are mad. And by the way, Ice Cube is just reflecting what the Black grassroots has been saying for some time now. Do you all understand how you can see how our time has come, Black family? The Democrats are mad that we don't see a distinction in their white supremacy. Y'all play too much. The Democrats are mad that we're not giving them preferential treatment for their more friendly and respectful brand of white supremacy. Y'all play too much. He says more. I don't want to play it all because it's kind of lengthy, but just listen for a few more seconds and then I want to read you his tweet.
We have to pool our resources. We have to think about ourselves. You know, we love all the other races of the world, but at some point we got to figure out how do we get ahead, because everybody's on top of us.
Everybody on top of us, but us.
Or everybody's on top of us.
But us.
And shit ain't gonna work. We ain't gonna survive this the way it's going. It's just designed that I can't see the future. So we gotta change this shit. Everybody's been mad at me because I haven't been on the fucking, you know, the gravy train of these candidates, you know, especially Joe Biden and Harris. You know, I don't trust none of them. No president has done right by us.
Now let's stop right there. He says a whole lot of good things too after that, family. But now, Vicki, let's move on. Keep in mind the headlines from the white supremacist media that I just read you, right, family? Everybody hit that thumbs up button and that subscribe button. By the way, I hope y'all know that I'm typically on weekdays right here at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, giving you your war briefings. Every week, every day, Monday through Friday, like my sister said. She said, Vicki, you prime time. Come on. Somebody talk Black to me. Daily, Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. So set your clocks, family. Watch this. I wanted you now. What are you doing? You're keeping in mind all the white supremacist media headlines talking about he's working with Trump and he's defending his position with Trump. He's playing with Trump, right? Well, Ice Cube spoke for himself. Somebody say Black man spoke for himself. Does anybody care to hear from the Black man himself? The reason why I'm talking about Romina. Who's Romina, family? God, today. The reason I have to call out Romina because Romina had the nerve at the end of her show yesterday on Msnbc. She had the nerve, Joy, and a tweet too that I put up. I responded to a tweet on Instagram, on Twitter that she did. By the way, follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicki. My last name first. Follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicki. Where Joy Reid had the nerve to attack our brother using her prime time privilege, y'all. Romina, you could have brought the brother to your show, Romina. Somebody say Romina. It just hit me in my spirit. Romina sounded a whole lot like roll. God, today it just hit me in my spirit. That Romina. Something about these Rominas and these Roros. Who is Roro family? Who is Roro family? Who is Roro? Coming off like Roland. That's God today. That just hit my spirit. That's about to be the feminine version of the Roro. God today. Back to this. So Ice Cube said in his tweet what actually happened. Let me get it here. And then I'm going to show you a couple of unfortunate, bitter, jaded, confused, what some may even call, bad witches and stuff, and their response to that. One of the things that our brother Ice Cube said, hold on, let me get it. He says, he was apparently supposed to be on CNN, right? He says, so the powers, that's why I talked to you today about how MSNBC's Joy Reid and CNN rebuked him. See, you can see it in his own words. Y'all see that? That's his tweet. Military here watching from Korea. We see you, Vicki. Oh, Dizzlers from Korea. Y'all shout out our warriors in Korea. Much love. Mwah. Did y'all see that? Oh, that blessed me so much, beloved. Thank you for tuning into the Vicki Show. Shout out to you, Street Strong. I love you back. Shout out to you, Quentin Coles. We didn't vote Trump in. Why shame us to vote him out? You better say that. That's right. Karen and Beck and them did it. That's proof that y'all still want us in slavery to clean up the mess that you keep making all over the whole globe. Somebody say, shout out to our brothers in arms in Korea. If they watching the Vicki Show, baby, I got mad love. It's interesting, family, because even when I went to the All Black National Convention, Dr. Voice's annual convention last year in Texas, I keynoted one of the speeches and I moderated the panel. I'm gonna be doing the same thing this year, and God willing. And so a brother, huge, gorgeous, big, beautiful, buff brother, was there. I had folks, y'all bringing me gifts. Somebody had the nerve to have me a check. If Melanie is Miss Melanie in the building, I'm calling you out, Miss Melanie. Oh my God, the supporters, to see them live, I could not believe the line of people that was waiting to talk to me those days that I was there. But watch this. A brother on one of the nights was in the military, and he told me that he was taking, that he listened, and he would snip, I guess, some of my show and listen to some of the clips and put it on his, his iPad or whatever the device was. I don't remember which device it was. That's in the military, y'all. And then how he's taking some of the information and some of the stuff that we've been discussing in principles in terms of protecting. Y'all play too much. Y'all can't tell me nothing about mines. Y'all can't tell me nothing about mines. Y'all better go get Romina. Y'all better go get Romina. Roll. Y'all gonna make me do that. We about to give you a new intro, Joy. You about to be roll. It's so cool, roll. Y'all don't make me. She about to have one. See, you thought you was gonna hide that roll spirit today by changing your name to Joy. And the only reason your name is Joy because you the head mammy on MS. Girl, I just called myself Joy. I just be Joy, master. Because I'm just full of joy. Just call me Joy. Vicki, focus. Ice Cube, he tweeted. So the powers that be, so you know I ain't lying. Thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. Everybody slam and hit that subscribe button, thumbs up, and notification bell. And don't forget that you can follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Watch this. Ice Cube said, so the powers that be canceled my interview on Cuomo Primetime tonight. He says, I've actually been banned from CNN for a few months. So I was surprised they even asked. But it seems like they can't handle the truth. That's why I intentionally read you the latest piece that CNN uploaded about an hour ago to show you that they got the nerve to hurry up and throw out a little response because they know they're getting ready to get some heat for silencing and censoring Black voices. Now, let me help you. For those of you that like to talk about how toxic social media is, and there are many toxic elements of social media, I've discussed many of them. This is what I'm talking about, how mainstream media is toxic. I'm going to need somebody Black. Our brother said that they had him scheduled to come on Cuomo's primetime. But he said that the powers that be shut it down. And y'all want to sit here and talk to me about the toxic elements of social media? You better sit your funny looking self down, slowness. We're going to give them this work. That's what I'm talking about, censoring and silencing and shutting down black men. And they've made that a strong habit even with Minister Farrakhan. Remember y'all years ago, those of you that can remember decades ago, Minister Farrakhan was on all the major shows. But he was giving them the business. Even when they accused him of lies and all kinds of things, Minister Farrakhan was still gaining traction and support. So the white media said, let's just shut him out altogether. Somebody talk black to me. They learned the hard way. They thought they was going to humiliate Minister Farrakhan. They thought that they were going to go in and go out, but he was gaining more traction. He was getting more support. He was getting more love. He was openly humiliating those white supremacists on the Donahue show. Y'all put some of them shows in there that you know Minister Farrakhan was on. I said this was decades ago, before those of you that brag about how long you've been out and about doing work. Honey, before y'all funny looking selves were born. So they just said, we got to quit bringing this, you know what, this in on networks, period. Let's just keep him off. Because he was openly humiliating them. And he was still gaining traction. People was loving this man all over the place. No matter how much they tried to tarnish his name. It wasn't working. And that's your white corporate media that does that. And y'all gonna sit here and tell me how horrible social media is? They want you to join. That's right, Arsenio Hall show, another black man. Remember Arsenio Hall was warned not to bring Minister Farrakhan on, right? What did they do to Arsenio Hall show? What did they do to Arsenio Hall show? A primetime, high-rated show that everybody was excited to watch. Barbara Walters, thank you. He was humiliating her. And in fact, later on, Minister Farrakhan, I think, said that Barbara Walters even told him that she was trying to get him together with some of the lying wonder white supremacist religious leaders. And she couldn't get him on. They refused. You guys got to understand how they do that. So when you join in and talk about how terrible social media is, when they start making laws and policies to restrict us, they're doing it with your support. You not knowing that was their sneaky way to silence us, because alternative media is how we've been making our voices known. Somebody black. Talk black to me. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. The biggest thing that I wanted you to know that our brother said, you see how when I read you the headlines from the white supremacist media, they were acting like he went out of his way to work with Trump, right? They went out of their way to say he's defending Trump's platinum plan, right? Watch this. Guess what the black man said? Guess what Ice Cube said? Ice Cube said, facts. I put out the CWBA, that's his plan for Black America. Both parties contacted me. I'm gonna need everybody to pay attention. All rise now. All rise, I'm holding court, baby. This is a time to pay attention. Get your babies together. Get your salon together if you listen to it in the salon, sis. Brothers, if you're in the barber shop. Let's shout out our brothers in arms in Korea that just came in the chat. Our brothers in Korea right now. Our soldiers in Korea that just came on the Vicki show saying that y'all watching us. Wherever you may be right now, if you're cooking, mama, if you're taking your bubble baths and stuff, somebody talk black to me. You're like, Vicki, like, these bubble baths. God, today, that's about heaven for me. Somebody talk black to me. Especially when you got an autoimmune illness. And you ain't finna be going out to everybody's spas and steams and stuff for a minute, because I don't trust how white people do, white supremacists, how white people do stuff. They weaponize their sneezes and they coughs and stuff. Y'all was doing that before COVID hit. That's how you killed off most of the darker people of the world in the first place. Somebody talk black to me. But Vicki, focus. Y'all ready? Here's the Dundada. What did he say? He said, both parties contacted me. That's why we need black media. What did he say after that? Dems said, we'll address the CWBA after the election. God Did you guys hear what our brother said? While everybody is big mad, the brother said both parties contacted him. Dems told him, wait till after the election, boy. Most of those news headlines, they don't indicate that. And when you read through some of them, and I've read through enough of it, they don't mention the fact that he said he gave them. They don't mention the fact that both the Democrats and Republicans contacted him. And the Dems said, wait. Watch this. Last part of his tweet. Trump campaign made some adjustments to their plan after talking to us about the CWBA. All of this energy that Romina, yeah, I'm gonna need a song for Romina. Joy Reid, the Reid out, you finna get a new song, girl. We're doing this just for you. We're pleased to do it for you. Let me pray on it, y'all. Watch this. They making it look like our brother went out of his way. And even if he did, okay. But they making it look like he went out of his way. But the media is keeping quiet that the Dems reached out. They both reached out. And the Democrats said, wait till after the election. Watch this. Ain't that something? So Romina decides to use her prime time Msnbc status to rebuke our brother, to try to humiliate our brother. Y'all play too much. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Romina. Oh, I said Romina. God today. I mean, Miss Girl, her name is Lomina. God today. Lomina. About to be Romina. Get it right. Lomina. Somebody correct the record for Vicki. Lomina. I turned her into Romina. It's like a Roro, y'all. Watch this. And then I started looking at the responses of some very troubled Black women who MSNBC likes to bring on. One Black lady's name is Brittany Cooper. She goes by Professor Crump. Now, Brittany Cooper, y'all know me. I'm always going to go look up people. And Jamelle Hill. Y'all know who Jamelle Hill is. Tell the truth. Jamelle Hill. You know, I've been giving her some work for a long time now. Jamelle then came out. I saw this on social media. Here's Jamelle Hill. In case you don't know. I don't know how you don't know. Otherwise known as Jamammy. Remember, I gave her some work not too long ago. Do y'all remember she wrote a hit piece against us in the Atlantic? And a lot of Black men lying, trying to say that they were anti-Semitic and stuff. And then she said about the Black community, that we could be culturally arrogant. And I think she called Minister Farrakhan vile in that piece. Well, she just came out based on the tweet that I saw. Let me pull it up here. This was on social media as well. To all of you that are giving, I bless your gifts 1,000-fold, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Keep liking and sharing. When I say just came out, I don't mean she tweeted this just recently. I'm saying this recirculated. What recirculated? What recirculated was that she tweeted this. Remember, I gave her this business because she was trying to start a gender war between the Black family. The Black man and the Black woman. I had to, put her in her place. Y'all see that? So in 2019, March 17, 2019, watch this. She tweeted in response, in a reply, yes, my mother voted for Trump. She's been voting Republican since post-Bill Clinton. Then in July 19, 2020, somebody else lifted a tweet that she wrote saying that if you vote for Donald Trump, you are a racist. You have no wiggle room. She was the one that was fussing and trying to silence black men. Y'all play too much. That's what's been surfacing today. Are y'all hearing me? So now, not only Jamelle Hill, which I just showed you a picture of the sister. You know who Jamelle Hill is, right? Was known for ESPN. So then, Joy Reid's funny looking self, Lomina, also known as Romina, also known as Joy. Today, y'all play too much. I done showed you her picture too many times. I guess you may want me to stop it. But this is what I posted on my Instagram page. Shout out to you, Pamela. Bless you, get the 1,000-fold. That's Romina Lomina. That's Lomina. Watch this. Joy tweeted in response to a reply to a white lady, which, you know, I've taught you this before. This lady named Kelly Marie Westby. Y'all see her? Y'all see that Becky up there in the corner? Y'all see her? This white woman, once again, somebody please put in the chat, #MYOWB. Watch this. This white lady had the nerve to tweet, "I'm confused. Ice Cube, the man who dropped Arrest the President, is now supporting Trump's bogus platinum plan, the faux plan that panders for the black vote out of desperation. Please, Ice Cube, say something. If this is true, help us understand why." That's the tweet that Joy Reid decides she's going to respond to. Somebody needs to tell white people, this ain't got nothing to do with you. Mind your white business. The reason why Vicki believes in this hashtag so strongly, MYOWB. I don't have no hate for white people like that. Again, I told you some of my strongest fan of white people. Because if you do what I tell you to do, you might be able to stay on our planet for another weekend. I'm teaching you how to honor your mother and your father. We're the original people on the planet. White folks, instead of you running from this rebuke and your spanking, you need to submit to it. What does the scripture say? It's written. Honor your what? Honor who do you supposed to honor? So that you can live a little longer. I'm trying to help you live. God, today, this love. God, today. So go sit down. So the fact that Joy Reid decides that she's going to use her prime time, status and stuff to respond to what she considers to be a worthy white woman, a Miss Ann. This is what Joy's funny looking self said. It is accurate to say that Ice Cube released a song called Arrest the President, and his lyrics, taking on police, helped to define struggle in the 1990s. There's even a whole movie about it. Today is just one of those super confusing days for the culture. What culture? Your Caribbean culture? You done come over here, Joy, which y'all know I love. I'm on the African Diaspora News Channel, a huge black network where we reach the world. We're reaching the world right here on Fly Nubian Queen. Y'all know I'm a woman of the world. But you guys understand the fact that I do not believe in our black family coming from around the world being used in the United States against us on behalf of white massa. You know I do not believe, and you coming here focusing on trying to get crumbs from the master's table, trying to take our place, disrespecting us. You come over here to enjoy the American dream based on our American nightmare. You wiggle, you shake your little finger in our face and try to tell us how we need to get it together, black people, so that we can be a success when you don't even know success. You left your countries in shambles and came over here to the country we built. I said somebody talk black to me. No, she's come from some of her family is Caribbean. Yes, ma'am, her family. She talks about that. I'm saying people with that mindset. I'm not against immigrants and stuff. I'm against it when you come over here and you try to turn against the builders of America. You must be at your mind. So Joy, Romina, she talking about today is just one of those super confusing days for the culture. You don't know nothing about the culture. The culture is right here on platforms like this one. Joy, you're not even connected to the black grassroots. Do you guys remember that when we were demanding reparations a couple of years ago, Joy Reid called us bots? And in my opinion, based on my opinion, based on information and belief. Joy Reid was using her little weekend show at the time to call us bots. I believe she was signaling to social media and tech folk so that they can begin to restrict our voices because we were roaring loud and they were concerned about our growing power and our growing political power. Somebody talk black to me. Yes, she did. She sure did. And wouldn't back down with a funny looking self. Somebody talk black to me. You don't know nothing about the culture. You try to whip us in shape because that was your agreement to get that $1.5 million and get prime time Monday through Friday. Msnbc obviously could not trust a foundational black America or a descendant of American slaves. They didn't trust a descendant of American slaves because they knew that revolutionary blood and spirit might jump up off on us one day live and they couldn't control it. They needed somebody that was predictable, that would defend Hillary Clinton. That's what Joy Reid does on a regular basis. Did you guys know that? The same thing that Roland Martin did. Remember, Roland was the one that helped to lie and sneak and get the Hillary Clinton campaign that question ahead of the debate. And Donna Brazile, remember that black lady that was on CNN? Now she's on Fox. That's how she ended up getting fired. Roland, the sellout, was behind that as well. Somebody talk black to me. So those of you condensation-filled dude brothers that are in my comments on my Instagram pages, on my Twitter pages, on my Facebook and stuff, or in the comments section on YouTube, talking about stop coming against Roland. If you don't go sit your funny-looking self down, people that are intellectually lazy and that are new to the struggle and revolution, they come in like they've been caught up the whole time. And then they get humiliated when they find out that they behind and they talking woke language from 35 years ago. This man has a long history. It's not just because when I expose him for literally butt dancing with her. He actually did that for Hillary Clinton. That lets you know that those bootleg bones and biscuits will sell you out. He did that secretly, y'all. He didn't expect that to come out. That's what I'm trying to let you know, that there are deals and plans that these folks are making. And they'll throw out some black language here and there. Joy will have on a black guest and she'll talk black and she'll talk about how racist Donald Trump is to give you the impression or the illusion that she's pro-black. That's what you guys aren't understanding. Roland was humiliated when this leaked out. Y'all weren't supposed to know this is what he was negotiating with these white supremacists. And fronting up there, talking about some, do you know how to do the wobble to Hillary? And you're going to lose a black vote because you don't know how to do the wobble. Looking like a wobble. Don't make me start my little story with Roland again. You can't just be a round ball of sellout today. Or just a big, smushy ball of sellout and biscuit and chitlins. Told you I read Roland like a story. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Hit that notification bell, family. And don't forget, family, that the All Black National Convention is coming up. Dr. Boyce's 5th year is going to be absolutely epic. I'm going to be one of the keynote speakers. You don't want to miss it, along with some of the queens here and many other people. You don't want to miss it. You want to go to the allblacknationalconvention.com to sign up. And also Dr. Boyce on October 15th. The All Black National Convention, by the way, what day did I tell y'all for the All Black National Convention? That's the 23rd through the 25th, the All Black National Convention. Dr. Boyce is having a mastermind with Dr. Claude Anderson, powernomicsmasterclass.com on the 15th. So we got a few things going on that you want to connect. The links will be in the chat. Listen, don't make me do that. I told you Roland's a big ball of sellout. Just a round ball. Just a big round blob. Little child and walked up on it. Tell me some, Mommy, what's that? It's so round. I think I'll call it Roro. Today. Let me go there today. I ain't got time to play with y'all. Some of y'all can't handle the truth because you want to be coddled in Egypt, coddled in oppression. You want to be made to feel well because you're trying to level up in Babylon when God said, Babylon, mystery Babylon is falling. Somebody talk black to me. Thank you for putting the balls in the chat. And then Roland calls black folk who were coming up with a political plan that differs from him. He was literally calling us simple Simon MFers and every other day, calling us, cussing us out. And y'all gonna sit here and talk to me, a woman, about not giving him this business? No wonder we're in the condition we're in, because you guys reward betrayal. You reward betrayal. And then for ratings, when he was on News One after being a failed CNN pundit, brought on Richard Spencer, one of the most well-known open white supremacists of our day. And when that white supremacist asked him, did he identify as a black man? Shout out to you, sis, for your kind words and your gift. I bless it 1,000-fold. Roland publicly before the world would not say in the face of this white supremacist that he's a black man. He said, first, I'm a man. And then he said he was a Christian. You guys are going to sit there and tell me, you better sit your funny fucking self down somewhere. And many months ago, me, a black woman, y'all love to try to say, okay, he loved to try to act like some other black men are disrespecting black women. Guess what? Guess what? All black men ain't, a lot of our brothers need some help, but I'm not going to throw them all away. Some of the very brothers that's got me on their big platforms and that's marketing me and elevating me and believing my voice are black men. Somebody talk black to me. Roland tweets out about me, a black woman, after trying to rebuke other black men on how to respect black women. He tweets about me, Vicki is a real dumbass. And y'all want to sit here and tell me, you better get your. And then when I responded with that naked picture of him shaving, he didn't like that. When I used that photo, he put the photo out to the world. I didn't pick it up. I didn't doctor it. He mad because of a picture I used, a legit picture of him that he used, scaring us all with his naked body. And when I responded without cussing him out, y'all know I don't use language like that. When I told him, the good thing is, Roland, I don't even see you as a man, so it didn't even hurt my feelings. I told him he don't have any love for the black community because he would not daily unman himself like he does and terrify us, torture us by putting that photo out, adding to the suffering of black society with that picture. And then I used the icon emojis of cartwheels. Thanks for the awakening. You're so welcome, beloved. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Yes. Because I wanted him to know how unbothered I was. After that, he blocked me on Twitter. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. I got to get ready to go here. Watch this. I got to get ready to go. Got to get ready to go. This last little newly inducted League of Mammies member. She goes by, she's a Rutgers professor, Brittany Cooper. She goes by Professor Crump. So this is Miss Brittany Cooper. Miss Brittany Cooper, that's her. She tweeted, look what she tweeted. Now I don't want y'all thinking I'm making up nothing. This is her tweet. Her Twitter page. Y'all see it? Y'all know I ain't gonna lie to you and I have receipts. Watch this. Watch what she did. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. She says, watch this, because she knows she ain't got a leg to stand on. She been getting this work, but she's been tweeting some crazy stuff. I've been giving her some work on Twitter too. Watch this. Watch what she said. Let me pull up the right one. She had the nerve to tweet, "Black men are breaking my heart with this caping for Cube come Trump. Apparently, y'all want to be the 2020 Apparently, y'all want to be to 2020 what white women were to 2016. That's what she's saying to black men. She says, and this is why to be black plus a woman is to have to serious consider. I think she means to say is to have to seriously consider daily, and she put daily in all caps, what it means to get too close to either groups. Traitorous MFs. That's what Brittany Cooper, a black professor at Rutgers, said. Now, what if we were calling for her resignation? What if we were calling on Rutgers University to get this toxic piece of trash out of there? Did y'all hear what I said? And she is an MSNBC pundit. Did y'all hear what I said? And because she said that, a white attorney by the name of Bruce A. Minnick responded. Because he nothing like a good bed wench and ain't your mama, mammy, that signals to the white man. See, when you giving those kind of signals, they immediately respond to that. So you know I ain't lying. Bruce, that white attorney, Bruce Minnick Esquire, y'all can see that little fella. I went to his page and everything. You see him? He says, black women have always demonstrated much higher intelligence than the black men who try to put black women down. Keep singing the song of truth. It needs our help right now. Y'all, when your sister Vicki goes in on these dangerous League of Mammies, do you see why? And I can't make this up. Do you think that Professor Brittany Cooper, also known as Professor Crump, do you think she would say to a white man or somebody on she didn't even say this to George Bush. She ain't even saying about Trump, you traitorous MF. That's reserved for the black man. And then for her to say, before that, this is why to be black plus a woman is to have to seriously consider daily what it means to get too close to either group. She's saying get too close to what group? Black or woman? Black or man? See, she don't see herself as black first. She's about that gender war. And you know I had to go look her up. I've been seeing her on back-to-back TV and been giving her work when she was crying and slobbing and snotting the other day on Msnbc, and not for nothing glorious. Everybody hit that subscribe button, thumbs up, like and share. Don't forget, everybody follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. If you happen to be watching us on one of our other platforms, because our show is often replayed on other networks, please like, please follow. If you're watching us in another time zone, welcome. We're so pleased that you are tuned in. My name is Vicki Dillard. I'm typically here weekdays, that is to say Monday through Friday, right here live on FlyNewBeanQueenTV.com. I always emphasize I'm live here because I know some of you say, well, Vicki, I see you on so many other places where my show is replayed, but if you want to see me live and you want to have the predictable time where you can see me live, come here to FlyNewBeanQueenTV.com weekdays at 6:30. Sometimes it differs when I have a medical situation or something, but come here, watch this with her funny looking self. Watch this. So her funny looking self, y'all, it gets worse. After this white man, think about this. This white man said, black women have always demonstrated much higher intelligence than black men who try to put black women down. Did any black man, by demanding that Democrats give us tangibles, putting her down? Nobody's even thinking about you. Is that why you're mad? Because you're not being thought of? This is what I'm talking about, Brittany. And I tweeted this to her. I was telling her, I said, Brittany. I tweeted her. I said, Brittany. I said, baby, you sound jaded. You sound bitter. I said, I'm sorry he hurt you. I know what it's like to be hurt. I do. But you got to let it go because there's a life after that individual that hurt you. He ain't the whole wide world, slowness. Baby, you sound bitter. You sound like you are projecting. Watch this. She used the language traitorous MFers, as if that's going to help change somebody's mind by using that language. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Then because she kept getting so much work, she going to try to tell that guy it wasn't helpful what he said after that. But because we kept giving her so much work, she going to come sometime later and tweet, by the way, where is this at? She had the nerve to tweet, by the way, this happened during the period when black men could vote after 1870 and black women couldn't. Watch what she said, y'all. This professor. This is why I don't have no respect, and I am not the least bit intimidated by none of you black boule so-called professors. I challenge any of your wisdom. Not because I got a whole bunch of historical facts that I memorized. I know stuff I don't know. I walk into a room not knowing what I'm going to say. But when the spirit connect me and move me, baby, I'm going to shut it down and swallow up the space for truth's sake. Because truth is a spirit. Y'all play too much. Y'all get these little white man's education trained by them, and then you go invert the knowledge. The knowledge get in you and it go all the wrong way. It don't even work right. Watch what her funny look is. By the way, she's some kind of professor of feminism and all this stuff. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing but her being rejected. That's all it's about. She was in second grade. That's just some second grade trauma that she trying to work out. And this is how she getting back before the world. She couldn't do it no other kind of way. So she said, one day I'm going to make it on the same show as Lomina Romina. And I'm going to get up there and I'm going to stick it to you. Boy, I ain't even thinking about you. Watch this. She said, by the way, this happened during the period when black men, y'all ain't gonna believe what she said. By the way, this happened during the period when black men could vote after 1870 and black women couldn't. Some brothers wanted to vote Dem back then, but the GOP was a party of Lincoln. So black women treated the vote of their dudes as a family vote. Now watch, you see how these professors try to sound deep? Watch what she said next in the next tweet. I lie not. Her next tweet says, when those dudes tried to vote with the enemy, at that time, the Dems who had fought to keep slavery, black women withheld sex as one tactic to make black men use the vote to benefit black people. That's what this Msnbc mammy said. This is how she trying to sound deep and professorial. She goes on, y'all. Watch this. She said in terms of citation, because clearly we needed some citation. We needed receipts for what you said, little girl. Watch this. In terms of citation, I think this story is in this book. She links, y'all, a book called African American Women and the Vote, 1837 through 1965, right? Watch this. But I think it is out of print and I can't find my old copy, or I'd screenshot it to you. If it isn't in there, then I've merely mixed up the books, but not the story. That's the kind of story you don't forget. Trust. Fellow historians welcome to weigh in with the correct citation if, in fact, I have it wrong. Peace. Do y'all see that slickness? This heifer had the nerve to invoke some little obscure story that she likely told herself in third grade. Oh, it's a story, sis. That's one thing she ain't lying about. When she said it's a story, sis, you ain't lying. It's a story. It's a story you had when you was a little girl, 3. And now that you're on Msnbc, you're retelling that story. But Vicki knows how to tell stories too. Y'all better tell her. Y'all better tell Romina's friend that Vicki knows how to tell stories too. Don't make me once upon a time you, girl. I can once upon a time you. I will spark your imagination because I have a vivid one. Girl, I got some stories I can tell you, but I'm trying to be classy with it and stop. Girl, I'm trying to be classy. There's more I can say. Brittany, which is why I'm simply saying I'm trying to throw you, what did y'all say it was, an interception, to go sit down when I'm trying to blame it on some second or third grader. I could go further. I could pinpoint it better. I can humiliate you, but I don't believe in doing that, sis. Even though you said your words, I quoted you. You called Black folk who disagree, specifically the Black man, traitorous MFers. Back to Ice Cube, and I gotta go for real. There's so much more I can say, but I'm highlighting these points. You guys know what to do with it. Thumbs up, family. Like, share, like, share, like, share. Don't forget to sign up for my weekly mastermind that I do on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern at clubvicki.com. You can join for $1 for the first 30 days. $1. I drop a spiritual jewel every week, and I break it down, and I'm telling you lives have been changed if you implement the principles that I teach you there. Watch this. Because some of y'all will be like, don't call her. No, I don't. I don't get down like that. But sometimes when y'all get to acting like an enemy, I'll go to treating you like that. But I'm just saying, how do you get away, sis, calling them traitorous mother effers? Back to Ice Cube. The outrage, the anger, the vitriol has been directed at him, making it appear that he's working hand in glove with Trump administration, right? Duel said I play too much. I know, right? I know I'm something else. Look, I'm not one of them people that when people say stuff that's true that I just deny. No, if somebody say you something, I know I've accepted. I'm something else. I've accepted, y'all, that I'm something else. Watch this. This lady with the curly braids. Somebody talk black to me, and I be having it all over the place. Don't I always trying to push it down because I be slinging it and tearing, throwing it around and stuff. Watch this. I know that's tea and not too much information. Watch this. Back to Ice Cube, because this is our point, family. Why isn't the outrage directed at the Democrats? Why isn't everybody mad at the Democrats? Because he said both reached out, and it was the Democrats that said what? Wait till after the election. How dare you? How dare you, Democrats? Remember Simone Sanders, one of Joe Biden's senior counselors? Remember sometime back? In reference to a Black man writing an accurate political op-ed piece on Kamala Harris and her anti-Black provable record. Remember what Simone Sanders tweeted out? Remember she was a former CNN pundit, remember? She told Uncle Luke. She first humiliated him, tried to demasculate him. She started, before she went in further, the first thing she did was what? She told him that you are no mastermind. It was another word that she used too. You're no political mastermind or strategist, something like that. So she was letting them know you're not smart, bruh. She was letting them know what you're doing trying to be in this political realm. Only practically, bald-headed mammies get to talk like this, boy. What you think all this lying back and body is about, fool? Isn't that how she was doing it? She was letting him know, baby, you don't get to have black skin like that and then you get to weigh in politically, fool. You got to have a beautiful, I ain't trying to talk about the girl. I'm saying she got a beautiful body, but fool, you was a linebacker for that white supremacist over some non-violent, non-dairy protesters. She lined back that girl out the stage. Y'all tell them I ain't lying. I ain't making fun of her. That's what she did. She literally used all of that body that could bless the Black nation for the white man. And then broke her nail and had the nerve to talk about it later on social media with the picture of her with a mask on getting her nails done. Sis, you know us breaking our nail for anybody, that's sacrilegious. Then after she told him that, after she disrespected, remember what else she said? She said she was tired of the unsolicited opinions of Black men. She was tired of hearing the force and the power of Black men making demands on political white supremacists. And she literally said in a tweet, She was tired of the unsolicited opinions of Black men. Susan Rice, another famous Democrat, came out and threatened another high-profile Black man. Snoop, remember she threatened him? What did she tell Snoop? Don't forget, Susan Rice was not only National Security Advisor. She not only has access to literal generals, high-level military officials. Don't forget that she was up for Secretary of State jobs, but the white supremacists made sure her butt didn't get that job. The Republicans, they torpedoed that. And then that's when they gave her that little National Security Advisor position. And then she was the UN ambassador. When you're an ambassador, you typically are known as a diplomat, which means you have the ability to be diplomatic in your speech. Once again, and she's a swirler. That's her business. But she reserved all that politeness for the white people. What did Susan Rice say to the Black man who was rebuking Gayle King for disrespecting the legacy of a dead Black man? She said, back the F off. That's what she said. And then told him that she has an army. That was the word. She used military language and told him that he would lose. What did Howard Dean, former governor of Vermont, the former chair of the DNC, he's a Democratic darling, former failed presidential candidate, what did he say to another Black man who was exposing Kamala Harris for her failed Black pandering? Howard Dean told him to shut the F up. That's what he said in the tweet to him. They've been silencing or trying to, specifically Black men, for the longest time. And then you got the nerve to get mad and act like they exist when you've been this whole time trying to act like that they were powerless and useless. And you got the nerve to act like he sold you out to the enemy. Now, to real quick to this funny looking Professor Brittany at Rutgers University, who called the brothers traitorous mother effers. Like, would you want your child? I mean, come on, think about that. I don't know what I would do if I had a child. A lot of y'all would be in trouble. He would have been quarantined long before COVID. Watch this. Thumbs up, like, and share. I'm almost done. Watch this. To all that, you tried to silence Black men. What was the last point I was getting ready to make? What was the last point I just said, family? There's one last point that I was going to make about this. Yes, Rutgers does need to fire her. Family, tell me what I just said. My moderator, tell me what was the last thing I was just saying, because I want to connect the dot here. I talked about Howard Dean, yes. Snoop, Susan Rice, that was after that. I was making another point after I made that about Susan Rice. Because remember, I was saying how all the Democrats, I was saying about how all the Democrats are trying to silence Black men. There was a larger point that I was getting ready to make. Nevertheless, I want you to know that we're not going to allow, I talked about Howard Dean, but it was another point. That's just what I'm saying, and I remember that part, but it was somewhere else that I was going with this particular topic. But I want you guys to know that they're installed to shut you down and not do anything in response. It had to do with her tweet. When she made the point, yes, about the sex and all of that kind of stuff, that's very dangerous, dear family. That's very dangerous. Let me get ready to go here, family. Love you. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Same time, same place.